Welcome to the National Black Leadership and Empowerment Project series, Ask an Elder. Today, we'll witness a conversation between a young man and his Aunt Fernanda.
Can you tell me about your first voting experience?
Well, it was quite an event. We lived across the street from the headquarters of Finner and Haley Paint Company. It was a very well-known paint company, and the executives were right upstairs on the second floor. Well, Dad knew everyone, and he knew all the executives. So when Dad said, "Time for voting," and I went with my dad in 1965 to do the voting, everyone was there. Everyone in the store came and said, "Oh, your daughter's coming to vote today. That's wonderful." So they ran upstairs. Someone ran upstairs and called the CEO of the company. Dad knew him very well. They would talk on the pavement in the mornings, and he would drive up in his peacock green Packard car, and they had a lovely relationship. Well, when the man came down, very nice man, he said, "Oh, Paul, your daughter's here today. Time for the voting. First time. Oh, that's wonderful." He shook my hand. I went into the booth. The booths were pretty much like they are right now. They had a curtain that went around you. You push the knobs going down for who you voted on. My first vote was for Lyndon Baines Johnson. He was very well known. He had succeeded that tragic situation with John Fitzgerald Kennedy. And then on his own, he had a term in office, and he was elected president of the United States of America.
Have you ever had any difficulties of voting?
No, I'm a Pennsylvania girl. And in Pennsylvania, we pretty much, everyone votes. They voted when I was young, and they still vote. And mainly because I think being a northern state, well, not too many problems. We were very lucky, very fortunate.
Why do you feel voting is important?
Oh, important. There's no words for what voting means. Voting is the opportunity that you get every 4 years and every 6 years to really send the people to the Congress and send the president to the White House to do your bidding. What do you find important? What do you think is things you would not be able to live without? Number one is being free. Now, being free is something we take for granted. But if you lived in some countries, you would know how very important that is. And the second thing is you look for being free and being able to live the place in the country that you like. You can go to any of the 50 states and it's yours. You can live there. If you want to be a swimmer and you think about it, your government plays a part in everything you do. First of all, teachers of anything, sports or the classroom. There's some subsidies from the government, from the House and the Senate. If you want to buy a house, you'll need gas, you'll need electric. You want a telephone, things the government's going to help you with. Do you want to have a business? The government will help you with a small business. Do you want to teach school? A lot of universities are run by the states and by the government with their help. Do you want to go on a trip? Inside America, there's some funds coming from from the federal government. If you want clean air, they're the ones who have to keep the air clean. If you want clean water, streams, rivers, the ocean, they help to do all of that. Do you want to walk on a beach? They help to clean the beaches. Do you want to have your hair done at the hairdresser and look very smart? The hairdresser probably has some funding from the government. Everything you go to do, in some way, your government will be a part of that. So when you vote, you're not just voting for the president or the House of Representatives or the Senate. You're voting for your life. And please remember that. So on November the 3rd, tell mom and dad, get out there and vote. It's very important because someday you'll want to be a doctor, a lawyer, a great swimmer, or just maybe someone who enjoys talking like me. Thank you.
This message has been brought to you by the National Black Leadership and Empowerment Project.